You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling, way down inside. Honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love.
Hello and welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the first ever KKCS Coca-Cola 600. And today we have the full field with the new 48 car cap in the field. We have 48 cars here today with 8 part-time entries. All 40 part-time cars are here today. As you can see, some new cars, some new paint schemes here in the field. We have some people like Cosgrove, who and Helio Castronandez and Jimmy Johnson, who haven't made starts since the Daytona 500. But here on pole, it's Chase Briscoe, who has he's getting his first career pole here today. In the number 19 machine. He's starting out front here for the Coke 600, and then back in the fourth position we have Jewel Coca-Cola, who's gotten so close to winning in recent weeks. Same with Christopher Bell right here behind him. Both those two, Jewel Coca-Cola and Christopher Bell, have gotten so very close to winning. Not even just over the past weeks, but over their entire career have gotten and come so close. I know we have Carson Osavar, who he's making the start. Obviously he's making the start, but he's going to be starting here up towards the front of the field, not somewhere where we normally see him all too often, but nonetheless he's up here today, trying to make the best of it. And Chase Elliott, your Daytona 500 champion, haven't really been able to talk about him very much because he's just been, same with Christopher Bell, he's just been running pretty well, top 15 consistently. So we'll see what he can do there. Denny Hamlin, your Bristol winner, race 3. He had a very good running, almost actually was possibly in contention last week, but just couldn't capitalize. And then we got 2 RFK boys right there. Following behind them is Bubba Wallace here, who is your most recent winner at Phoenix. We'll see if he's starting a little further back today, but we'll see if he can do anything with that. And if Kevin Harvick, and then Matthew Benedetto, who is making an amazing start today. Daniel Suarez in the 99, Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, and then we're just going to kind of scroll by everyone. See if there's anyone we want to talk about. Corey LaJoie has had an amazing qualifying start. Martin Truex Jr. is back after he took a 1-race break. He's been here for most of the season. Eric Almirola back today for today's race. And then once you get past this tower here, you'll see Helio Castronandez in that 91. Jimmy Johnson's back for another race. So is Harrison Burton in the 51. Cosgrove in the 15 is back. Burton Myers as well. So stacked field today for the Coke 600 Crown Jewel event, and it's the first non-500 Crown Jewel since Martin Truex Jr. Your season 1 champion won the Indianapolis, the Brickyard 400 over a year ago, back in 2024. So we'll see, will the 19 car be able to win its second Crown Jewel here in the Coke 600, or will someone else be able to take that home? We'll find out today. And now taking a look at your ones to watch, it's Chase Briscoe getting his first ever pole in the Kit Kat Cup Series. You can see he had his best finish at second behind behind his teammate Denny Hamlin a couple weeks ago. So look out for the number 19. Next up is Joey Logano. He's starting out front. He's been pretty close to getting a couple wins recently, but just never been able to really capitalize. So we'll see what he can do today. Same with Christopher Bell. He has finished second so many times. Most recently in the Daytona 500, so we'll have to see what he can do today. And Carson Osavar has a terrible average finish, and his best finish is only 22nd, so he's finished way far back in the pack this year. And then Chase Elliott is the Daytona 500 champion, and he's starting pretty high up today, looking for a second win this season. And then Bubba Wallace is last week's winner. Picture didn't change for some reason. It's up in the top corner though. Bubba Wallace, you can see him back there next to Chris Buescher. We're going to get straight into your starting lineup now with Chase Briscoe and Kyle Larson on front row, and behind them it's Tyler Reddick and Joey Logano. A bunch of guys
most of them looking for their first win. And then you have Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell, and then Carson Hocevar and Ross Chastain. Hocevar in his best qualifying position in his career. Bell looking for his first career win. And then your Daytona 500 champ, Chase Elliott, next to William Byron. And you have a Bristol winner, Denny Hamlin, next to Ryan Preece in row 6. And then in row 7, you have Chris Buescher and Bubba Wallace, last week's winner at Phoenix. Then row 8, you have Matt Benedetto with an amazing qualifying position, and Daniel Suarez qualifying 16th in row 8. Row 9 is Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch, 2 former NASCAR Cup Series champions in row 9. And then row 10, it's John Hunter Nemechek and Ty Gibbs. Row 11 is Austin Cindric and Connor Zilisch. And row 12 is Eric Jones and the 2-time Kit Kat Cup Series winner, Alex Bowman. Row number 13 is Todd Gilliland and Corey LaJoie. And row number 14 is Austin Dillon and one-time winner in the Kit Kat Cup Series, Michael McDowell. Row number 15 is Martin Truex Jr., your Season 1 champion, and veteran Jamie McMurray. And row 15, it's Josh Berry and Chandler Smith, who led the points earlier this season. Row number 17 is Shane Van Gigglesbergen and Eric Almirola in the number 14 for his second start this season. And then behind them in row 18, it's AJ Allmendinger and Zane Smith. Then row 19, it's Helio Castroneves also making his second start next to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And row 20, it's Nathan Marquez and Noah Gragson. Row number 21 is Harrison Burton and Jimmy Johnson. Behind them, it's Kaz Grala and Justin Haley in row 22. A bunch of part-time cars here. And then row 23, it's Cole Custer and Burt Myers. And then behind them, it is Riley Herbst and Ty Dillon in row 24, rounding out your field. We're going to take a look at your point standings here for a second, with Denny Hamlin at the top of the standings, and then all the way down to Chase Briscoe, only +8 from the cutoff there, in 12th. And then you can see Chandler Smith all the way down in 18th, but Shane Van Gisbergen only -8. A bunch of those guys you can see, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, both up 100, and those point gaps will diminish very quickly if you're not careful. So if you're 40 points above and someone who you don't want to have a good day has a good day, you can be knocked out of the playoffs like that. We're going to continue pacing around. They're checking their pit road speeds here, making sure they do not speed. We're going to get into your race facts. There's 24 laps today, longest race of the year until the finale at Martinsville. There's 3 stages. There's 48 drivers, and it's the 5th race of the season. This is the only race this year that will have 3 stages. And then track facts. It's 1.5 miles. It's located in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the first D-shaped tri-oval or D-shaped oval this season. And it was built in 1960. And we're going to look at a special little thing here. This is a crown jewel race, the Coca-Cola 600. We're going to see this is the first crown jewel race of the year. We had Ty Gibbs and Chase Elliott winning the Daytona 500. Martin Truex Jr. sweeping the championship in the Brickyard 400 in 2024. So we'll see who can take it this time, as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing. The green flag is out in the air, and we are racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Chase Briscoe and Kyle Larson are going to lead him down. Chase Briscoe is going to get out clear of Larson. Now he's going to come down into 3 and 4 and lead the first lap of today's race. He's gaining a great lead over Kyle Larson. They're sitting in second. Reddick in third. Now you can see Chastain going for sixth on that, and Hocevar was going 3 wide there. As you can see, Ryan Blaney getting up to Kyle Larson here for second here. Going around the inside, Blaney's going to be clear, so he's going to try and track down the 19 for first. You can see a fly by the field there as 12 is trying to catch Chase Briscoe. Ryan Blaney, he's going to catch up to him. Will he have enough time left in the stage, though? I'm not sure. He's getting close to the back bumper. He might be able to get him into this corner here. We'll have to see. No, Blaney's going to sit back, wait, can't quite get to his quarter or his bumper. He's going to be able to get to him here. He's going to move him up the track. Blaney to the inside. Here's we're coming around now to finish out the stage. Chase Briscoe is going to come in and win it, to take it away from Ryan Blaney, who is trying to steal the stage win away from Chase Briscoe. You can see it right there. Chase Briscoe is the winner of the stage. So we'll have to take a look at the stage points here and the stage results. You can see 1 through 12. Top 12 get stage points. 1 point for Chase Elliott in 12th, 20 for Chase Briscoe in first, and 15 for Blaney, 10 for Bell, 9 for Larson, and then so on and so forth back to Elliott. And you can see pit stops are coming here. Each car needs to take 1 pit stop here to fill up on fuel. Chase Briscoe is your stage 1 winner. He's led every single lap today. He's going to be pitting from the first position. And then we take a look at Ryan Blaney. He finished second in stage 1. He's pitting from second. He was pretty fast on the long runs. His car really activated on the long runs. And then Christopher Bell, he was fastest in practice earlier today, or earlier this week, and he's pitting from third. He's finished third. As you can see, your race off pit road, Christopher Bell's actually going to win that one. And we're going to take a look at your choose cone now with Daniel Suarez and Brad Kozlowski staying out front. So we'll have to take a look here. We can see Matt Benedetto, John Hunter Nemechek there, all behind him. But we're going to go back green flag racing for stage 2 in Charlotte, with Daniel Suarez and Brad Kozlowski leading him down. Because the outside lane getting a better start, or at least Brad Kozlowski getting a better start than the rest of the outside lane. He's actually able to clear Daniel Suarez as Nemechek goes for second on Suarez. Kozlowski now coming to lead him to lap 9. Nemechek trying to find a way to get around Kozlowski. He's going to go to his inside. His teammate Jones right behind him as Nemechek's going to clear for first on Kozlowski. Now Jones setting his sights to do the same on the 6 car. Here, as we can see, he's actually going to get to his inside as Todd Gillen's going to go around the outside here. As we're going to go side by side for the battle for third and first here. And no, we have a crash. Here, Nathan Morais is around here and out of turn 4. We're going to go straight to caution now. Take a look at the damage from the 39. He's going to be out of the race. I think we'll have to take a look at the replays here soon, but I'm pretty sure that the 39 just got a little loose or something like that and spun off of, I don't know who he spun the front off. He spun off of, but he spun. Maybe try to clear himself up the track. We'll have to take a look at the replays right here. And it was Matt Benedetto. He tried to clear himself. Yeah, you saw it there. He just goes up the racetrack, and then he hits the wall and then bounces off of it, maybe overcorrects, and then comes down straight through the grass into the pit road wall. A hard hit for the 39, and you'll see it here. He's out of the race, done for the day, finishing 30.
A little earlier today, I was speaking with SVG, and he was telling me how he's been fine-tuning his car on the simulator in between races and says that he's really been improving, which is good news to say. And now he's worked his way up to 6th. However, he's going to have to come down pit road at the end of the stage to fill up on some Sunoco fuel, which will put him slightly behind everyone else that went and got a pit stop. But it's safe to say that he's really improved his oval racing technique, and he's showing it off tonight. Now up to the KKCS in the booth.
Thanks to Bryce Lamb for that report. His channel will be linked in the description. We'll take a look at your shoes code here, and we get ready for your restart here in just a moment. John Nemechek with his teammate Eric Jones behind him for the restart. Coming back to the green flag to finish out stage 2. Hopefully, John Nemechek, Todd Gillen lead them down. Gillen's going to hold strong. He's actually going to clear. Nemechek gets tight or loose or something. He drops back to 7th. And Todd Gillen's going to take the lead with Eric Jones right behind him and Brad Kozlowski. And you can see Michael McDowell. That's Michael McDowell in the 71. Blowing up on pit road. His day's most likely going to be over. And we can see Todd Gillen just driving away with the stage win as we're coming to the final lap in the stage. Harrison Burton in the 51 there, going around the inside to pass for second in this stage, but Todd Gillen comes around and is able to win it. You can see Harrison Burton in the second, Eric Jones, Brad Kozlowski, John Hunter Nemechek able to fight back a little bit to get a couple more points there after he fell back. Todd Gillen, your stage winner, really stole it. Was really looking forward to seeing a battle between him and Nemechek, but that ultimately fell through. Nemechek comes back to finish 5th, so not bad for him. Taking a look at pit stops, Todd Gillen, your stage 2 winner. He was fast on the long runs, took advantage of that. Eric Jones, fast with his teammates, finished 3rd in stage 2. And then Harrison Burton, who finished 2nd in stage 2. He's hitting from 2nd there. Look at your race off pit road. Brad Kozlowski's actually going to win that with Harrison Burton right behind him. As we get to your choose cone now, that all the other leaders who pit originally are back up to the front of the field. So we'll have to wait and see for this restart to finish off the 10 laps to finish off the last bit of the race and to go through stage 3. Green flag is in the air for Christopher Bell and Chase Briscoe. Bell's going to lead him down. He's going to get clear immediately and start flying away from Chase Briscoe as William Byron's going to go on the inside and pass him. And Ryan Blaney's looking for a piece of that 19 car, but he's not going to let him have it as the 20 keeps driving away with William Byron right behind him. And as we look here, Byron now catching up to the 20. He's going to get to the bumper, get to the inside, and lead the lap. Lead his first lap in Kit Kat Cup Series history. William Byron to the point, and Briscoe's into the wall. I didn't even see that happening. And, oh, Carson Hocevar's around. Big hit. Collects Logano, I think I saw there. And one other car, couldn't tell. It's Martin Truex Jr., season 1 champion involved. We're going to need to see a replay on that. I didn't even notice that was happening. There was so much else going on up at the front with Briscoe, all that. You can see Logano's involved on pit road. Truex is out. Hocevar is out. Hocevar had a horrible season thus far, not helping it. Right now you can see Joey Logano on pit road. He's above the cutoff. I don't know if he's going to be still above coming out of today. But we'll have to take a look. His tire blew out, I think, or fell off. I'm not sure. That might be a penalty for the 77 car, though. I think it just blew out and hits the back quarter panel to 22. And then Truex runs right into him, and he just goes straight to the inside wall. You can see all the guys out of the race right there. And you can see here Joey Logano out with some Bear Bond tape on the back end of his car, so we'll have to wait and see if that car can still be as fast as it was earlier. As you're looking at your choose cone here, we're going to get back to your green flag. You can see where all your drivers are restacking for the restart, which is happening right now, hopefully for the final time here in Charlotte. With William Byron and Chris Buescher. Denny Hamlin making it 3 wide. Bell falling back. Buescher and Byron still out front, though. Byron's going to come out of 3 and 4, lead the first lap of this restart, take it to lap 21. Buescher trying to catch up. So is Hamlin. Hamlin moves him. Now Larson going around the 17. So is Kyle Busch. But now it's Denny Hamlin around the inside of William Byron. And Kyle Larson coming to the inside of Hamlin. And Chris Buescher came back up. He's to the inside of Hamlin. Now he's to the outside of Larson. White flag is in the air. 1 time to go. Chris Buescher on the outside. He's going to pull back on the backstretch. He's going to be side by side, a dragway race to the line, and Chris Buescher is going to take it here in Charlotte. To get RFK Racing's first win, you can see Priest and Keselowski congratulating him there. So we're going to take a look at the replay of that finish there. You can see here he goes around the outside, able to get a lot of momentum, then going into the corner. Larson takes it, but he's able to get more momentum coming out, and then sticks with him on the corner and just pulls away on the in the try over there. And you can see it one more time. Chris Buescher is your winner here. He's going to burn it down here in Charlotte for the first crown jewel of this season. We're going to take a look at your point standings. Chris Buescher moves up to 5th in the standings. Jewel Logano only +1. And Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, JGR sweeps the top 3 spots with Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell gaining on their 100-point leads, now being 136 in the cutoff. Denny Hamlin, that is. And Kyle Busch, who finished 5th tonight, is only -1 point. Even though Logano wrecked out of the race, he must have been able to gain some points somewhere. As we take a look, Chase Briscoe there in blue, your stage winner. Chris Buescher winning the race. You can see Kyle Larson, Hamlin, Byron with his first top 10 and top 5. And then Kyle Larson there, Kyle Busch, sorry, in 5th there. Ryan Priest getting an 8th place finish. And then you see Todd Gillen, your stage 2 winner, getting his way back up to 20th. There, Nemechek, Jones, Keselowski finishing 14th. Got out Jamie McMurray for 15th. That's pretty good, impressive finish for him. Chase Elliott with another 11th place finish. And then we can see Joey Logano finishing 29th right behind AJ Allmendinger. So not a bad finish for him, I guess, making it up from 48th to 29th is not too bad. Harrison Burton in the 51, getting his best finish in the series. Then we can see Jimmy Johnson, some of the part-time cars, Helio Castronandez, Kaz Grala, Jimmy Johnson, Corey LaJoie getting 35th, Matthew Madero getting 33rd. His car really fell off once he got back in the back of the pack, and then you can see Nathan Monez, Michael McDowell, Mark Truex Jr., and Carson Hocevar all in the back of the field after they all wrecked out. And then you see Ty Dillon, Burt Myers, Riley Herbst, Cole Custer finishing 44th through 41st. Well, that does it here for the Kit Kat Cup Series. Next, we will be out here again at Charlotte for the truck night race here. We'll have 12 trucks this time, so we'll have to see who can take the truck crown and I want to thank you all for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the racing that you're watching. And that's all I have.